It's so tiny.
It is very tiny. It's very.
You look like you don't like anal.
Now recording.
Hello and welcome to Now Recording, episode 11. I'm Toxic and I'm here with my two very stunning co-hosts. First, Matt Pitt.
Hi.
And last and least, Beavers.
Hi.
Yeah. You keep that no emotion in your voice.
Can we talk about this like off the bat?
Yeah.
What?
I want to bring this up, right?
Go ahead.
Why is it that I'm in every podcast, right?
Yes.
And I don't just sit there and keep quiet 99%. Well, I do actually, but I speak sometimes, right?
I yes.
So why is it that nobody acknowledges my presence on this podcast? It's starting to piss me off.
If you don't know the context, Nicholas Diorio shouted us out on the Twitch stream, and he clipped the debate, and he shouted us out again on his YouTube channel, where he promoted our channel and our podcast, where he said, and this podcast is being ran by two guys, Toxic Piplup and Matt Pitt, who are part of Sharp from the Point News team, and did not say your name.
Yeah, but like in Beaver's defense, it wasn't just the Nick thing. Like if you go through the comments, if anyone says good job, it's always to us too, and it's never Beavers. I think there's one comment that says
Good job, Toxic. We did the poll. Like, I want to know, people, in the, because, you know, you guys fucking click off after 20 minutes, apparently. That's like our average. But I'm going to poll you guys right now. In the comments, I want to know, do you guys actually like me? I mean, I'm not going to go away if you don't like me.
We can get a woman co-host.
You know what I think we should have done this? Our first episode should have been us interviewing you, so they could get to know you more.
Nobody knows who I am either.
That's a good point. I
You're
didn't
the
realize
only one with a.
Well, then we get to know both of you, or so I don't know, but well, with Beavers, it's like Beavers never calls into Shopping the Point. He hardly calls.
Do I?
Well, but Toxic, you're known as a timestamps guy. Beavers is not known at all. There's no enigma that surrounds Beavers.
He's known as the groomer defender.
If you are in the Shot from the Point community, you know me. If you're not in Shot from the Point, you don't know me.
Yeah, and I feel like you know, I personally thought that you and Nick went way back. Like I thought Nick was like big into the Discord voice chats and stuff, and like talked before he joined the Shop from the Point news team. So I thought you guys might have known each other or something.
No, he never really used the Discord. So
yeah, I didn't really know that. Okay, because the first time he said your name, he sounded like there was some familiarity to it. So I was like, oh, okay, they know each other. But no, I was just
Beavers.
I mean,
turns out Nick is just a nice guy. He's just a nice guy. Well, he treated you with respect, even though he didn't know you. So I think that was nice of him.
Yeah,
that's the bar we're setting.
Yeah. In fairness, Nick didn't know what he was doing walking in there. All he saw was like four guys, me, Core, you, and Anonymity, Toxic, and two recording bots.
That's 7.
Like, so he's probably just like, what the fuck is this?
And he didn't know they were recording bots in the
bro. Yeah, but I feel like Beavers does need more respect. I think he's our colossal, bro. Shout out to JFA.
What? Yeah, I'm the coolest guy on this podcast.
Shout out to JFA.
An accent.
Shout out to JFA, who I promised would bring him on for like. I was thinking when we were running out of ideas, I was like, let's bring the fans in and like we'll interview some of the fans that have been like watching the show since the first episode and see what they think and their criticisms and stuff.
Yeah, we'll do it on episode 100.
Yeah, we might do that later for sure, but we got some content right now.
I love fucking JFA, just on a side note before we move on, because he set his fucking profile picture as Bender, and he is just committed to the bit, and he's done it for years now.
Yeah.
He is Bender.
But that show sucks.
Wait. Do you know, have you known JFA for a while?
Whoa. Did you just say Futurama sucks?
Oh my god.
I did.
What the fuck's wrong with you? It's such a good show.
Every other, like, adult animation show or whatever is better.
Yeah?
Okay. Name one that's worse.
Okay.
What the fuck's that thing on Netflix about the hormone monster?
Okay, that doesn't count.
No. You said all of them. Fucking... Bob's Burgers.
Bob's
is
Burgers is
mundane.
great.
No,
Okay.
it's mundane.
You know that part where we were talking about they click off at 20 minutes?
Yeah.
They just clicked off now.
What are you
Futurama.
talking about?
Futurama, click.
Nah, bro.
All right, no, but seriously, you said JFA's had that for years. Do you know
I
JFA?
say- No.
Oh, okay. I thought like
I assume he's been here for years.
I started noticing him when we started doing stages. He's the guy who started the happy birthday meme to me.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Shout out to Cora, whose birthday it was a couple days ago. So
We
shout out
already
to
said
Cora.
happy birthday in the last episode. Shut up.
Yeah,
No.
well, shout out to Cora.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
that's when I learned that you can't sing happy birthday on a podcast. Apparently
Yeah.
you'll get claimed.
Yeah. Can we not do that again? Anyway,
All right.
moving on.
One thing I wanted to go into, this is another thing that has to do with Nick. Keemstar.
We teased this already.
Did we?
Yep.
Okay, did we talk about more of that? It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he ducked us.
Yeah. Everybody tweet at Keemstar. You suck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So yeah,
To be fair, Toxic wants to take Keemstar on, but me and Matt are of the opinion that
I
he
don't.
would just fucking eat him alive.
Yeah.
Eat
I
him
don't.
alive.
Yeah. Tommy gave you full permission, by the way.
That's
Like,
fine. I
you're good
just
to
want.
go.
I have questions about Drama Alert and why I think it's gone down a slippery
look.
slope.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All right, it's just that Keemstar said he would do it to Nick. He didn't say he would do it to us. Never DM'd me. The only way I could reach him was on Instagram, so I DM'd him on Instagram. And obviously Keemstar is a really busy guy, so I highly doubt he's going to do our show. But if he does, it'll be a great interview. We'll make sure to ask like the different questions.
I don't want it to come across as me attacking Keemstar. I just have, as someone who watched Drama Alert for like 7 years, concerned criticism about the show.
You know what I think's going to happen? You're going to get him on, and you're going to fucking shit the bed, and you're going to get nervous.
I'll make sure to shit before the podcast.
No, that's not what's going to happen. But Toxic is going to ask one critical question, right? When he works up, after me and you have asked him a few questions, Toxic will ask him one. He's going to get shut down so hard, and then he's just going to proceed to suck on that massive Keem dick. That's what I think would happen.
But I have
100%.
I have 5 questions about Drama Alert.
Okay. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed that he
Yeah.
might come on, and maybe one day. I think he had a family member pass away recently, so I've just been like, all right, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for him to tweet out, do his usual tweet where he's like, all right, I want to do some podcasts. I want to do some podcasts with some smaller creators. I'm gonna be like quote tweeting him and be like, yo, you promised to do our podcast, Keem.
Okay, don't do it like that.
You promised
that we would come on the podcast.
You promised to do our podcast, Keemstar. You promised.
Just go ahead and screenshot that K in case he deletes it.
Dude, we need to. All right, let's okay, so this tweet's been going around for a while, right? By Jemmy Vate. It's been going pretty viral. Tommy's talked about it. I've talked about it on Dead on Dave's show, and it says, so I have a couple girls who are interested in helping, but I need more. Currently recruiting e-girls to start a Discord server where we rehabilitate socially inept men who need help talking to females. Are you an e-girl? Have you always wanted to talk to autistic men? DM me.
No, but I am a socially inept man, and I would love to get in that server. Why did she ask for that? It's pretty one-sided.
Well, I think she wants to get the girls first before she gets the guys, right? You don't want the inmates running the asylum.
She doesn't want all the guys to be in there, and then she adds that one ego. She adds one, and they're all like,
"Girl, pretty.
Hell yeah,
pretty.
Yeah.
Time to run a train, boys."
Was it you that was telling us, or on the show, I think, they trans people were getting mad that they couldn't be e-girls?
Yeah,
and they had their own role.
Yeah, so there's different roles, right? So trans people were like, "Yo, we want some trans people in there, right?" And she's like, "You bet, you're in." and there was like different roles. So there's the e-girl role and the trans role, and then the trans people were mad because they didn't get the e-girl role. So there's like, and I was looking into this girl a little more. She's like Roman Catholic, but she's also like a big memer or whatever.
Yes.
Anime ulu type girl or whatever, and she does like dancings and stuff. I don't know, but she seems like she's pretty interesting.
Sounds like my kind of girl.
I talked to her through Twitter, not through DMs, just on Twitter, and I asked if she'd like to do an interview on Tommy's show. I first wanted to get her on Now Recording, but Tommy saw this and he's like, "We got to get her on."
Tommy cucked us.
Yeah, Tommy's cucking us, but she said to give her 6 days, and yeah, give her 6 days, and we'll talk. So
if she comes on, can you make sure that you get me on that server,
dude? If she comes on Shot from the Point, I'm going to be like, "Yo, you just talked to Tommy, but we'd like to talk to you also." So
I need to get in that server.
Okay. Well, what you need to do, Toxic, is
you don't understand, man.
You need to call in to Shop from the Point when she's on and be like, "Yo, let me in that server." No,
I'll spam the chat instead.
All right. Well, donate $100.
I'll donate $2.
Yeah. So, Beavers, what do you think about this?
I think it's a great idea, and truthfully, it's helped me spawn my own idea.
What's that?
Right? I'm going to be announcing it right here. I'm going to start a Discord server for like autistic girls, right?
Yes.
And you guys could get on and come talk to me, and I can help you interact with men better. How's that sound?
You're gonna get accused of rape in like 5 seconds.
You know
that's
need
fine,
like
but my logic is right. If you were going to be predatory on any group of people, the easiest people to do it to would be autistic women.
Okay. All right. Well,
you need like a coworker for that, pal. You don't want all the attention for yourself, do you?
No, we'll do it together.
Do you imagine? Cool. Nah, dude. Like a Discord filled with autistic women. They're all just
I would be in love,
spurging about all this weird shit, and they're going on about anime, and they're like canceling people left and right. Eventually, they're gonna turn on you, Beavers, and they're gonna take you, and they're gonna step on you, and then they're gonna just not like that, like a bad step, like you're gonna get hurt. And they're gonna go.
I'm not
on Twitter.
hearing a bad side. Like I'm really not hearing.
No, they're gonna get on Twitter and destroy your life and be like, "This man was a predator, and he roped me into this Discord where he said he was gonna help me with the relationship, and he ended up just wanting to have weird conversations with me." Yeah.
I mean, the way that we'll thin them out, right, is Toxic. Let me ask you this: big booba, medium booba, or small booba? What's your favorite?
All of the above.
No, but we got to pick one. We got to thin the herd.
Medium.
All right, medium. So what we'll do is we'll have them have a react roll where they have to describe their tits by small, medium, or large, right? And then we wait like a week, and then we kick all the itty bitty titties and the Titanics, and we're left with the perfect medium.
That's. I mean,
I like this idea.
It's just it will burn so fast.
All right, comments.
How many dick pics do you think she's gotten so far?
At least 43.
Bro, probably. Like, dude, she's probably going through hell with this.
Excluding
Discord.
mine.
Supposedly she's like checking all of her DMs now because that Twitter made the rounds. Yeah, she's checking her DMs. So hopefully she'll get to my DM where I ask her to come on the show. So once she does that, we'll be in business and we can. I tried looking for her Discord because she had a link tree, and I kept putting it in as send a friend request. And I don't know if I was putting it in right or she just wasn't accepting friend requests, but couldn't get that request, brother. Just couldn't get it. So I just have to wait patiently.
But also right. Doesn't this just seem like okay? So she's gonna get all these e-girls in to like talk to these boys, right? So that's the plan. Okay.
Yeah.
So does this not just seem like a way for these e-girls to like plug their fan services, whatever they're doing, and grow themselves? It's literally an advert for all the incels to come join together to a giant link tree, right? Where you can follow your senpai.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It could be like a networking thing, right? Like
I think it's a networking thing, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help them. What the fuck is it gonna?
What?
How's it gonna? Okay, let me put it. How are you gonna help the man? Yeah, he gets into a VC with you, and he talks to you, and you teach him how to talk to women. How are you gonna stop him from getting a fucking hard on when he's talking to the girl IRL? You know what I mean? That can't be taught if the guy's that inept. Or like you're talking to him over the VC. How do you know that his problem isn't really that he's a complete social slob? Like he said, I could be scratching my balls right now. You two wouldn't know,
I believe it.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Like these people could have other problems that isn't necessarily talking to women.
You know
Is
how
it-
the other day we were in the Discord server watching Love on the Spectrum, which is a love show about autistic people. Isn't this basically we would constantly make these jokes like, oh, this person's not autistic, they're just taking advantage of the other autistic person. It's literally gonna be that.
Yeah. Like, are you saying like people pretending to be autistic or something like that?
I'm sure there'll be some in there.
Yeah.
But it's like those e-girls probably aren't gonna be trying to help. That's not gonna be their main goal, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna want something out of it.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking list their Amazon gift list.
Bro. Yeah, you
Like-
shouldn't trust e-girls to do anything really. If I'm being honest with
Yeah,
you,
don't
like,
trust women.
no offense to the person who made this Discord. I wish the best of you, best of luck to you, and
Please
I
invite
hope,
me.
yeah, and I hope it works out. But e-girls do not have a great track record here. Let's be honest. Like, they're not very responsible. They're very emotional. They react very, very aggressively sometimes, and they're very emotional. They're emotional on Twitter. So the moment this Discord sparks, you're gonna have a bunch of e-girls in your Discord. The moment they get mad, run to Twitter and shit on your Discord server. Maybe the moment an autistic dude gets slightly creepy, that's going to get exposed. The moment people dicks get dropped and shit going down, that's getting exposed. Everything's going to get exposed in that server. It's going to be a rough ride, honey. It's going to be a hell of a ride for you. But I hope there's a silver lining there,
Did
and
you
I
call
hope
her
you can
honey?
help. Yes, I hope I can hope you get the help. I hope you get these autistic men the help they need and the help they deserve. Because to answer your question, Beavers, I don't think they shouldn't focus on IRL stuff, right? They should only focus on like online e-dating shit. Like, because they can't help them IRL. So it should be about talking to women online and how responsible you can be online, right?
Step 1. Never pull out your penis.
Step 1, please take your hand off your penis. Step 2, please stop drooling on the keyboard. Step 3, stop smelling the ends of your fingers when you're on cam.
I've actually seen people do that. I always wonder what they scratched though.
Bro, you never did a smell test before? Sometimes you gotta do
No,
a smell test.
What are you doing?
What the fuck
Matt?
you doing a smell test on? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
What
Did you
doing, man?
scratch?
Your
Did you
balls
scratch
and
your?
then-
Did you scratch your armpit? And you're like, okay. Did you scratch your balls? And you're like, okay. Did you scratch your ass?
yeah,
Yeah, like get it in there.
yeah, get nice and deep, yeah. No, I don't know. Like, I think I know the situation you're talking about, Beavers. I think we both caught him. Are we talking about the same guy in the Discord?
Yes, we are. Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we both caught him doing it, and I don't think he realized. He still doesn't realize to this day we caught him.
Yeah.
Because I know someone said it. I mean, I don't think he just registered it, and he just kept doing it. That's why you shouldn't get on cam on Discord. Why
Did I
get on
miss
cam?
something?
There was someone in our Discord who started sniffing their fingers, and they didn't stop. And then someone was like, "Yo, dude, you're sniffing your fingers, bro. What the fuck?" I think it was you, Beavers. Like, you're sniffing your fingers, bro.
That's what I said. I saw him do it. Well, I saw him do it once, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe he forgot he was on cam or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then he did it a second time, and I was just like, that's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you sniffing?
Bruh, yeah, and he didn't realize he didn't hear you, I guess, because he kept sniffing.
You
And
guys
when I-
ever like pick your nose on cam?
no, that's why you shouldn't get on cam on like just to chill in a voice
Oh.
chat. You shouldn't get on cam because you're
Why do you
gonna be
think I
like,
don't anymore?
Are you saying you got caught?
Anyway, moving on.
Well, here's the thing, Toxic. If you get embarrassed, is it that bad? Because you can't see yourself get embarrassed,
I
right?
can't, but everybody else did.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But-
but I wanted to say, just quickly take it back, right? So Toxic said it was about the it's kind of like that Love on the Spectrum show we were watching.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and the only way that would really work, and like this is a call to action, right? For we had shot from the point, our friend of the homosexuals, right?
Oh boy.
And if you're a homosexual man, you could gaslight so many of these dudes into thinking they're gay. Like if you just get in there and you're like a wolf amongst the sheep.
You know what's always really funny? Those people who are like, I thought I was gay, but then I watched gay porn.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Yeah, I thought I was gay, and then I actually watched two dudes fucking, and I was like, oh, not for me.
No, good.
Yeah.
Not my ass.
Is this a common experience?
No, this is a clip from Autism on the Spectrum.
It is, but I've heard people say that before.
Or is it Autism on Love on the Spectrum? Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah. But no, dude, I'd be honest with you, man. There's so much content that could come out of that server. Like, she could do like a fucking show about it. She could do streams about it. She could do interviews. Like, this is a gold mine. And I hope she understands. Like, I get maybe she's about that life. Maybe she's about helping autistic men. But there's so much to take advantage of in that server.
Yes.
Not like that, but like, but monetarily, like, it's a gold mine, man. And
take these autistic people's money.
Just saying, like, I hope she doesn't hear this clip if she's thinking about coming on the show.
Invite me.
Yeah. I will say one secret. I've recruited a couple girls to put in applications, so we might have people on the inside. Maybe.
We have. She's listening now. Good job.
Just don't put her on the thumbnail and the titles, and be okay.
Yeah, but there's so few hot e-girls in the community.
Listen, all right. People are desperate. Desperate times.
I think you're desperate, and you're projecting onto other people.
Fuck you.
You're like, desperate times, Toxic's like, he's the first one to join that Discord. This one's in.
Would I be recording on my end? Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Dude, how much you want to bet, right? This is actually I just thought of what's actually going to happen here, right? So, all of these weirdo guys are going to join, okay? And then there are going to be a few Chads that join, right? And 100% within like a week or two, they are going to establish a natural hierarchy.
Yeah.
Of the Chads are the ones that speak to the pretty girls.
Yeah.
And the Uggos are the ones that sit in the chats underneath.
Yeah.
It's just one big scam.
Oh, that would suck. I think the e-girls are probably going to start clicking up. You're going to have this group of e-girls that are trying to take control, and they're battling with the other e-girls, and this poor girl's like running around trying to figure stuff out and all that stuff. So,
yeah, man.
If that ever happens, they need to get them in bikinis and into a mud pit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because women always click up, bro. Women will click up, and they will turn your Discord upside down, left, right, and around. That was not meant at anyone. I'm just joking.
Sounds like you're holding.
Sounds like you're projecting.
No, that was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Let's here in silence for a second.
Any final words about this interesting idea this young lady has?
Hit me up.
Get on that grind set. She can make so much money with it.
Start a podcast and talk about this. Seriously, like, go on shows, do what you can to promote this. If you really want to help,
honestly, I don't think it's that different from just those e-date streams.
So you know what I would do, right? If I was her, I'd open up a service, okay, and dudes have to pay like $5 a month to join, right? But when they join, every week she does a lesson, but in order to keep their attention, she like does the lesson in front of a chalkboard wearing a bikini, right?
God.
And she throws in a few sexual innuendos every now and again, and they just alternate with the e-girls. Like they have different courses that they teach,
Beavers,
like
we're trying to
body
get the retards
language.
to stop drooling.
Yeah. But what I was saying is start a podcast, take advantage of the situation. If you really want to help autistic men, the more you're out there, the more you're going to help them. And that's what I got to say about that. Good luck to you. Hopefully you come on the show. I want to learn more about this. Moving on. We got
Beautiful women.
we got the return of a couple people in our server. We have a new role, right? The straitjacket role. So that means basically that people who are paid members who have been disruptive in our server can still be in the server without but they cannot see the chat. They cannot go into voice chats, but they can go into wait and call and talk and be pulled into the shop on the point, and they can go on the audience and stages and be pulled onto the stages.
They don't have to be paid members.
Well, no, they don't have to be paid members, but like they don't get the luxury of being on in the voice chats and stuff. But if they are a paid member, they still get the luxury of being on the post shows, right, and being in the audience there. And the two people that have returned in this straitjacket role is good old Slug, Angry Slug.
Friend of the podcast.
No, he's
Shut up.
not. No, he's not. And the return of Liana.
Friend of the
Liana is back,
podcast?
boys. A friend of the podcast. Oh, God, that's going to go over great. Yes, Liana has calmed down. She's chilled out. She did an interview with us. We've talked about her a lot. We had our own arc, boys. How do you feel about that? We've had an arc on our podcast that went through from like episode 2 to like episode 8 or 9.
Cool.
Like it started out with an interview with her. Then it turned into like a big fucking show where we go over everything that happened with her. And then it ended with an interview with her. And here's the thing. There might be more. So we'll see.
Doubt.
There's still a possibility. So who knows? Maybe not that stuff, but something else. But how do you feel about this, Beavers, having Slug and Liana back?
I don't mind. Like, it's not really going to make a difference. It might make polls and shows more entertaining.
Yeah.
But then again, do you think Tommy's really going to pull Slug on?
He's pulled Slug on stage already.
Oh, has he?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
First
Well, that's
time-
going to be interesting.
First time he came on, he played some weird soundbite or he screamed or something and no one understood what he was saying. And then he came on and like mumbled. Here's the problem with Slug. Slug seems like he could be entertaining, right? He's got a weird backstory and he does really dumb shit, and he's been he's done some horrible stuff too. And you think you might have an interesting conversation incoming, and then he starts talking. You're like, oh, this is not going to go anywhere. And he basically like he says one sentence and it just turns into like, well, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's just how I am. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just a retard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much dealing with Slug. I know he yelled at me in Dead on Dave's show.
You deserve it.
But yeah, I probably. But Liana has also been brought up on the stage. In fact, the shot from the point, the first one where she was accepted back into the straitjacket role, she was in waiting to call, but she didn't get brought in. But she was in the audience on the stage. She got brought in, and Tommy and her ended up having like a pretty in-depth conversation where she talked about some very personal things. Some of the personal things I don't think she talked about on our podcast.
She didn't go into detail, and some of it was cut.
She went into detail on our podcast about some of the personal things. What I'm saying is she got more personal with Tommy, right? So, and it was kind of sad, man. It was sad hearing those stories, and I'm kind of glad she's sober. I'm glad she's sober.
Yeah, what do you mean, Matt? You're kind of glad?
No, that was I misspoke. I'm glad she's sober. I'm glad she's getting the help she needs, and I hope she can get through this. And we don't have any more weird disruptions with her. She's funny and all that stuff, and I hope her and Brick are happy together.
That's how I feel about Slug. You know?
Okay, buddy.
So
Beavers, if somebody were to post a picture of your house on Twitter, how would you feel?
I just say it wasn't my house.
Well, some people might not be
easy.
He came on that stage.
This is where this person lives. No, it's not.
He came on the stage and he was like, yeah, I haven't talked about Steve DeLeave in a while, bro. I haven't talked about none of that in a while. And yeah, I'm over that. He did that same shit before months ago when he came back into the server. And he's like, yeah, I'm over that. And then 2 weeks later, he's like fucking going in on Steve DeLeave and talking about how Steve DeLeave's a pedophile and all this shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it just keeps going. And I'm glad he can't join the voice chats. There was a funny moment where Core's been working on that straight jacket role. If someone has like a role, like a member, YouTube member, or like a Discord Nitro Booster role, it outranks the straight jacket role. So we're just sitting there in the voice chat chilling, and here comes Slug, boom, in the voice chat. We're like, oh shit.
It's funny though because he couldn't say anything. We just saw him sitting there.
Yeah, he was just muted, and we're like, God damn it. So we have to go. Luckily, we don't have a lot of these people, so we have to go and take them out of the voice chats one by one. But yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. But
Okay, but in defense of Slug,
Oh, boy.
right?
I'll go for
I'm making my stand. All right, he may have called the skinny white boy that looks like he's on crack. He might have called him a pedophile, right? But in his defense, Slug says that guy called him a pedophile.
Well, yeah, no, this is this I don't know who started this, right? You could probably do a whole in-depth video on like their history between Steve DeLeave and Angry Slug. But they've been like slowly pulling each other down in this fucking weird fight that they're doing back and forth. You know, this person's fucking showing pictures of this person's house, and this person's changing their profile picture to this person's sister. This person's showing their family members on Instagram. This person's saying, you know, their full name on a Twitter account. You know, it just keeps going and going and going, and it gets really fucking annoying.
Yeah. Slug's entire argument has been, right? Just as a quick not a justification, but his justification for his actions, right? Has been Slug's the type of guy who you throw shit at me, I throw shit at you, and I think they're both that type of person. So I don't necessarily know if Slug's a bad guy. I just think he might be a little bit slow.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, we agree to disagree because I think Slug's probably a bad guy.
But speaking of people who may get the straight jacket role.
Yeah, good. Good job, Toxic. I was gonna do that segue. I'm glad you thought of it as well.
Thanks, Dad.
You're learning, son. Oz. You want to talk about Oz? We can talk about Oz.
Oz is a doxer. He's a scumbag.
No. Oh, he's gonna hear that. Yeah. No. Oz has been he's been causing some chaos in the server, and he's gone. Not banned, but he left. He was really mad at me at first. This goes back months, like maybe probably about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. As you know, we have a guy named Brick in our server who's a loose cannon, constantly talking, never lets anyone talk, always going, mouth always moving, right? His mouth is always moving. If you want to hear more about Brick, check out Toxic Piplup's channel. It's his first video. He does a full like hour and a half long interview with Brick. So go check that out. You'll see what we're talking about. This guy gets really fucking annoying, right? And so there's a voice chat for Brick where people can go so they don't have to be around him. Like it's a free Brick zone, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, voice chat 3 is a free Brick zone. And
didn't it used to be called like Brick Free Zone or something?
Yeah, I'm getting into that actually. Yeah. So yeah, there's a voice chat 3 is a Brick free zone. And it turns out Brick actually has his own voice chat as well. But that's besides the point. Oz is, I wouldn't say similar to Brick, but he talks a lot. He talks very slow. Very nice guy when he's sober. Very mean when he's drunk. But he won't let anyone talk in the voice chat. He's always talking over people. Yeah. Anytime you try to like get a word in, he won't let you. Like there's some people where like you're talking. And like you might be talking for a while, and then someone might cut in, and then the other person stops for a second, and then they come back. Oz will not let you do that. He will not let you like snipe in and fucking interrupt. He's gonna keep going until he finishes the point that he never finishes. So it got tiring, and also you add in the fact that he would get drunk and he would scream at people for any little thing that annoys him. And I'm just gonna say right now, Oz is a Karen. Oz is a fucking Karen, dude. He's getting annoyed about us mods saying we're against him and we're doing this and we're not making the server great. He could do so much better, stuff like that. So we made voice chat. We made the voice chat and a brick free zone and an Oz free zone. And the moment Oz realized that, he flipped the fuck out, and it turned. I don't want to get too much into it because this happened a while ago. It turned into a huge argument, right? Where he's screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, and he just can't understand why one of the voice chats he can't get into. So he got so mad, and he couldn't understand why, and he just wasn't getting the point because he was drunk. And eventually it chilled out. It stopped. Or whatever, and then it happens again, and it's like he forgets, right? He forgets that he's in voice chat 3, or he forgets that he can't get into voice chat 3, and he'll bring it up again, and he'll bring it up again, and it's like every time someone's chilling in voice chat 3 and he can't get into it, it turns into a thing. But when he's sober, he becomes much more nicer, and he might ask like, "Hey, can I get into voice chat 3?" Well, just to get to the point. This happened again. He got mad that he couldn't get into voice chat 3, and he started screaming about it. I went into a voice chat to talk to him about it. Wouldn't hear me out. Just yelling, screaming, all this stuff. And I'm trying to tell him, look, this is Tommy's call. Like, you got to just chill out, bro. Like, you got to understand why this is happening. And he's doing his whole Karen bit, and he's screaming, and I just had enough. I screamed back at him because it's 6 o'clock in the morning at that point. I don't want to deal with this shit. So I screamed back at him, and then he dips, I dip, and he bitches in the chat, and then he DMs everybody, and he posts music videos, and he calms down. He sobers up, I guess, and he calms down, and then it starts up again the next day when he's drunk again, right? And he starts going and going and going. I go into the voice chat, everybody's screaming at each other. In this particular voice chat, there's a bunch of people in there: me, Dab, Toxic, Mari, Mig, a lot of people. Everybody's playing the soundboard. We all have soundboards. We're playing them. Oz is trying to get his point across about how the mods are being horrible people because they won't let him into voice chat 3. I've already explained to him it's one voice chat, and the reason is because you're annoying and you're being a Karen and you're pissing people off. And then you also have this thing where he gets drunk and he says horrible things to people. He's threatened people before. He's threatened to do horrible things to people, and it's kind of like we give him I don't think we give him special treatment, but it's like, I understand that he's drunk, and I can understand that when he's sober he's not like that. So I like to give him the benefit of the doubt that when he sobers up, he's a different person, right? So now it's happening again, and Dav is in there. Now Oz has had a very interesting kind of back and forth with Dab. It started out bad, right? He threatened her the first time they talked in a voice chat, and I think I've told this story. Did I tell the story on a podcast already?
I don't think between them two you have.
Okay. Shit. This is a fucking long story. Let's see if I can make this quick. Oz was getting memed on for something that has to do with something that happened a while ago, right? And he's getting memed on it big time. And Dab kind of finds out what the meme is, and she starts doing the meme, right? And she's in the voice chat with us, and she's like, "Holy shit, Oz is DMing me," and so she decides to show me and Beavers her DMs. And at that moment, we're all in a voice chat together. She's sharing her stream, showing the DMs. Oz comes in, and he sees it, and he's like, "I gotcha, and he starts screaming at her from the top of his lugs, and he starts threatening her. And Dab this whole time is just laughing. She thinks it's the funniest thing. And it's Beavers, you were there, right? Am I getting anything wrong here?
No, I don't think so. Seems about right.
Yeah. So that happened. That's the first time they ever interacted, was him screaming at her and threatening her. And so, later on, they end up being cool with each other, right? And it almost seems like, I don't want to say, when I say this, I don't mean sexually, right? But it feels like Oz has kind of taken a liking to Dav. And I don't mean physically, but there is he keeps making jokes about her, and making little
About
like
her bras.
yeah. So the thing is, like, for some reason he got obsessed with talking about her bras and who's buying her bras and like is her husband buying her the right bras and like am I getting this right? Like
Yes.
I really don't want to fuck this up. Like he's talking about like who's buying her bras. Does your husband buy you bras? Well, if he's not, you need to tell him to go buy you some bras, right? Because he would say stuff like, because I know if I had a girl, or I know that I'm gonna buy something nice for my girl. I'm gonna buy her a nice bra at Victoria's Secret, stuff like that. So he's doing these weird jokes, which are fine and dandy. Dab doesn't seem too freaked out by it, and she's kind of just going with the punches, and it just turns into a meme, right? So then to the point where every time he comes in the voice chat, we're like, oh yeah, so bras, right? You want to talk about Dab's bras again? And he's like, oh dude, that was just a joke, mate. That was just a joke, dude. And then he'd start talking about the bras.
Yeah.
So it was nice and calm for a while.
To be fair, Dav talks about how big her tits are all the time.
I don't.
Nah, she does. She does.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. I don't know if I've heard that myself, but if you guys say it, fair enough. But anyways, so back to the story. Everybody's in the voice chat. There's a lot of screaming. Everybody's doing soundboards. Oz is trying to get his point across. He's not, but he keeps talking and won't let anyone else talk. So everyone's just trolling him and interrupting him, and he's flipping the fuck out. And he finally gets his point across to me. And he basically says, listen, Matt, I was really mad about the other day, and I was mad in the moment. And I just wanted to say that I don't like how you went about it, but I can understand how you think I went about it. And I think I went about it horribly. Now, he said that he didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much the gist of what he said, right? So I'm like, cool. I'm like, done. We're good. We're gravy. You can't get in voice chat 3. You know why. And that's it. I leave. I think I leave for a while, or I deafen. And I come back and Oz is screaming at Dab again. And he's screaming at her. And she's like, rolling with the punches, kind of shitting on him back. And you don't know. The thing about Oz is you don't know how mad he's going to get. Like, is he just mad at you and he's kind of like, you going to just be an asshole? Or is he like mad? Well, he that night was mad.
Yeah.
And he ends up saying, oh, do I have to go to? And he says her area. Now, I'm not from Australia. I don't know what exactly he said. And I'm sure if Dab comes on, she can tell us. But I don't know if it's like the city or like the state, or I don't know exactly what it was. But it was enough for Dab to be like, whoa. And that's when Oz got timed out, right?
Yeah. Because the way he said it, it was like, he said, do I need to send people to insert location?
Yeah.
So we don't know how big that area is, but I'm sure we can find out.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. And I remember one thing he said before he went into Dab. He was talking to me. He was like, you don't want to fuck with me. I'm not someone to fuck with. And I would take that as a threat, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to move on. Right. It's just like, it's just Oz being Oz. But he says shit like that, what Toxic just said. And it's like, whoa. So it's like, all right. And he's trying to explain it. Like, he's trying to say like, well, I was just, this bitch, blah, blah, blah. We time him out for a week in the paid server. He jumps to the free server to type in the chat. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to time him out for the day, right? I'm just going to time him out for the day in the free server. Because just give him a fucking break so he can come back and calm down. And as that's happening, I can see he's starting to DM me. Like, I can see the typing. So I'm like, all right, block. So now he's trying to DM everybody else. And I guess he's talking to people outside the servers as well. And yeah, while that's going on, Tommy's in the poker server playing poker, right? He's just having a good time watching poker games. Dab at one point goes in there to play poker with him. And they're all playing poker and stuff. And while we're in the voice chats like bullshitting, I think Dab leaves and Oz jumps in and starts screaming at Tommy. And I don't really know the context of the conversation, but I think Tommy was basically Oz was trying to say is Dab is trying to get him kicked out of the server, right? That's what
Yeah.
Oz thinks is she's trying to get him kicked out. She's like a big kiwi farmer. She's plotting, she's doing some ops or some shit like that, right? So Oz is screaming, Oz is yelling, and Tommy has had enough of it, and he's basically like, just get the fuck out of here. Get out of here and just I'm timing you out. And I end up talking to Tommy about it, and I end up telling Tommy the full context of the situation because Tommy was aware of the first threat from when him and Dab originally talked. He wasn't aware that another threat happened that day. So as of right now, Oz is timed out for a week in both servers now. And when he saw that, he left both servers, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. And that's where we're at right now. Do you guys want to say anything about it?
Well, I can just like piggyback off that if Beavers doesn't have anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nothing.
So after he left, I've been in contact with him and Dav, trying to set something up, a confrontation, if you want to call it that,
Right.
where we are going to be as unbiased as possible and let them talk. Let them sort their shit out, right?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
So either that's what you're about to hear, or this is the end of the podcast.
Beavers, you don't have anything else about the situation?
No, it's just a bit of a clusterfuck. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, would I take a threat made by Oz seriously? No, I wouldn't. But then again, I'm not a young woman, so I don't know.
Do you think at this point, do you think Oz should be banned, in your opinion?
No, he's been getting better. Well, actually, he's taken a bit of a backslide lately, but he has been getting better.
I feel like that happens a lot, though, right? He's been getting better, but lately, but he's been getting better.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it just depends. Like, how do I put it? It just depends on how seriously people in the community want to take Oz.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I think Oz is no danger to anybody. I think when he has his little drunken things, I think it's the equivalent of the drunk guy at the bar telling you, "What the fuck did you say? I'm going to beat you up," and then he can't get up off the chair. Do you know what I mean? So, not every threat has the same malicious intent. Well, it has the malicious intent, but it doesn't have the actionability. Do you know?
Yeah.
But what if you can look at it from multiple different perspectives, right?
Well, look, Oz, in order for Oz to do anything to said woman, right? In my opinion, he would have to be drunk when he said it, get increasingly drunk to where he thought it was a good idea to do it, and then he would have to remain drunk all the way on the trip to the place. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll sober up before he gets there. Hell, he'll sober up in a couple of hours. He's just dumb and saying stupid shit. And he's an aggressive drunk. Some people are just aggressive drunks.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's my thing with Oz, right? I like him in the server. I think he's entertaining. I think he's a good dude. I've talked about this before in the second episode. When he's sober, he's great. When he's drunk, he's not, right? Well, he's also really entertaining and he's really funny. And like, I'm not trying to get content out of the guy, but sometimes you're in a voice chat and he's like raging about something. It's fun to hear sometimes, it's entertaining. But I will say this, before this, when Oz and Dab were friendly, we were talking about having Oz on the podcast. And Oz was like, "Yeah, I'll go on the podcast." And I was like, "Who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Liana? Nah, mate, she's crazy. Who do you want to talk to? You want to come on with Beavers and like Dr. Shivago and Katie and kind of hash out some old drama? Nah, mate, don't want to do that. Don't want to talk about the old drama." And I was like, "What do you want to do?" He said to me, "I want me and Dab to come on, talk and have chit chats and talk about stuff. I think she's great." So hopefully, if we get them on, you're about to listen to Dav and Oz have a nice chit chat.
Nice.
And that's it.
If not, I don't know what we're gonna put you. Yeah. So
Bags.
let us know in the comment whether this happened or not. Yeah. You
Yeah,
guys
'cause
know
we
more
don't
than
know.
we know at the moment. Isn't that
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah.
Like
Hopefully this happens.
you guys listening to this are more aware of what we're doing than what we know what we're doing.
So I know we said that we were going to hopefully get a debate with Oz and Dav, but unfortunately, Oz could not make it. But we do have Dav.
Why
And we're
couldn't you
about
make it?
I thought you wanted a good transition. You interrupt me? Jesus. What the fuck? Why you throwing, like, what? All right. So I know that we were hoping to get Oz and Dab to debate, but we could not get Oz to come on. He refused to come on. So instead, we got Dav to tell her side of the story and talk to her about a couple things that happened in the Discord. And we're going to be talking to her right now. All right. So just to catch you up, Dav, we basically already recorded for an hour talking about a bunch of stuff, and we ended talking about you and Oz. So we gave all the context leading up to what would have been the debate between you two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were told Toxic was in contact with both you and Oz, and we were told you guys were down to do the debate. And then after today, Oz was messaged by Oz messaged Toxic and said that he wasn't going to do it anymore. He had been up for 23 hours. I'll just read his message. Where did you send it to me, Toxic?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send it to me in the group chat or the?
Mm-mm.
No.
DMs.
He said, I won't be making your show. I cannot converse with someone that can't shut the fuck up for 5 seconds. She has also been surveilling me for days like a psychopath. I am done. In response, I don't need to defend myself or get things off my chest. She has tried to ingratiate herself with the mods like she is something special, even going as far as speaking for Tommy. Bro, I am done. I could destroy her, but I have been awake for 23 hours now for work. It's 4 a.m. and still do it fine. She decided to pop into a VC and wouldn't shut up to the point I muted her earlier. I really couldn't care less about this. So what happened? What server was this? It wasn't our servers.
No, actually, it was Nietzsche's, and I'm honored to be called the voice of Tommy when I've never spoken on behalf of him.
Yeah.
That is such an honor. Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
So
No,
yeah, go ahead and explain what happened.
I literally was in Agmar server having fun or whatnot. I decided I kind of want to speak to my other mates because they're online. So from Agmar's to Nietzsche's, I did not fucking know, but they were debating what this podcast would do to Oz. You know what I mean? And like, I joined without knowing this because I don't fucking keep tabs on this shit. And all of a sudden it's, where, look at her, she's here, where, whatever. And there's some fucking guy trying to play God in the VC. Being like, well, I want to hear Dav's side. I want to hear this. I want to hear that. And I'm like, it's none of your business.
So somebody stole our podcast.
Pretty much.
Those little
and
bastards.
After repeating it's none of your business for like 40 minutes and saying it's a very simple issue that is easily fixed by staying out of it, I guess it came to the point where he told Oz, and I heard he told Oz, I don't think acting like that and saying that on the podcast would make you look good. And I think that's where this is all coming from.
Okay, so he was given advice not to do the podcast. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, they were debating the podcast, which...
Right. I don't see why everybody makes such a big deal about these things, right? We're just trying to get to the bottom of the story, trying to get people to work shit out. Like Oz left the servers. He left both servers because he's mad he got timed out for a week. Dav, in your words, this latest situation, what did he say to you?
He threatened to send people to my area. Like he said, the area that I live.
Yeah.
How big is that area?
It's not that big at all.
Oh.
It's got like what, 12 towns in it. 2 are majorly populated.
Let's try to equivalent because I'm from America. Is that similar to a county?
It's like half a county. Like,
okay.
It's like if there was a county in a county.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it would be.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. That got him. Now Oz gets really. I've already talked about this whole stuff, but Oz gets really drunk and he says really, really dumb things. He never has acted on this stuff. I'd like to make that point, but the stuff he says when he's drunk can be very what's the word I'm looking for? Very
Alarming?
concerning. Yeah, alarming and concerning. Aggressive, yeah. So he got timed out for a week because he always gets timed out for a week, and I guess he took issue with this, and he went into the poker server with Tommy and started going off.
Yeah, because Tommy and I were just like watching the World Series.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even told Tommy really what happened. Because I hadn't at all. And he was just like, Oz is messaging me. And I told Tommy, don't even look at that shit. It ain't fucking worth it. And I guess Tommy didn't know that what had happened that day. Because he asked me what was that all about. I told him basically, Oz had threatened me. Been dealt with. And he didn't know that it happened that day. And he asked me if I wanted him banned. And I said no. He just needs to be sober. Time and out. And I think that's the issue that Oz is taking problem with. The fact that Tommy asked me.
Yeah.
If he needs... Because I don't think he should be banned. I just think he shouldn't be drunk in Discord. Like, I told him that. I've been very open about that. Like, you're a lovely person when you're sober. But when you're drunk, you're like the fucking devil. And you can't be going around in servers causing arguments, causing trouble, and getting upset there are consequences for that. And
when he came into the Nietzsche server and started going, you were already in the middle of a conversation. Was he already there, or were you already there first?
He was already there.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know what that conversation was about. I didn't even know that conversation was happening.
Okay.
And I mean, every time I've like talked to someone in the text chat in that server, he brings it up and he brings it up and he brings it up again and again and again. It's like I added Colton asking him if he was free to talk because Colton likes movies. I like movies. He's the guy who can go to talk about movies, right?
Yeah.
And Oz got all high and mighty with me and told me off for that. And
because he liked movies?
No, he told me off for adding Colton. He was like, do you know what time it is over there? Like, and he told me, I can send it to you. He told me, do you know what time it is over there? Like, how dare you? Like, and I told him, stop white knighting, my dude. It's fine. Like, it's chill. And he was getting even more upset and more upset. And then I told him, Nietzsche, I told him, like, Nietzsche told you to knock this shit off. Also, shouldn't you have me blocked? And then he just got more upset. And the same happened the other day when I was fucking talking about sharks and Oz just started. He said, like, out of the blue, he said, you look like you don't like anal. And I'm like, bro, that's not even funny.
Wait.
Yeah,
Was this after he got kicked out of the servers or before?
After. This is all after.
So you guys had many interactions while y'all were planning to debate each other?
Yeah, and like, I wouldn't even say interactions because I wasn't interacting with him.
Yeah.
He just, how'd I say it nicely, had made a decision that I need to be fucking attacked left, right, and center, but couldn't find a way to actually do it. And he got so peeved when I replied to him with a Minions copy pasta. It was like, what the fuck? You know?
Oh, man. So, what do I... it's just
Oh my
crazy
God.
to me.
It's ridiculous. That's like the word.
Yeah. Toxic, you got anything?
I just want to say, like, I just want to say something to Oz. I stressed to him in the DMs that we would be as fair as possible. We'd make sure he gets his side across. And then he just, like, dips. Like, we've done this multiple times already before. We'll mute the other person so the other person can talk, and then we'll let them go back and forth, and then settle whatever they got.
Yeah.
But I guess he just didn't want to, so.
Yeah, and it's
You
just
had the
like...
shot.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Like, he keeps going and going and going and digging this hole. Like, he keeps digging this hole, and it's just like, Oz, just chill out, buddy. Because, I mean, you and Oz, like, Oz, I would say, liked you for most of the time.
Yeah. We were chill with each other.
I don't think he
Yeah.
liked Dav. I think he liked Dav's bras. There's a difference.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird little situation there. I'll be honest. I think Oz. I think Oz has this habit where he's saying a joke, right, and he's doing the joke, and he thinks he's doing a bit, and he thinks he's, oh, I'm doing a bit, guys. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do a bit, and then we do the bit right back at him, and then he starts to take it seriously. So then he starts to
Yeah.
get mad, and it kind of turns into this whole thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think what probably made him digging the hole a lot worse was when he asked me to apologize for him threatening me, and then I started the apology about how he can't see my bras, and then told him that he can cash out me money for more bras.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't the best idea,
Yeah.
but it was
I mean-
funny.
I mean, look, I'd say, Dab, you're in the right in this situation, but you do like to, you yourself like to stir the pot a bit, right? You like to get a
Well-
couple people going here and there, right?
It,
You do a little bit of trolling, right?
I do troll, I do spurg a little bit, but my spurging is never something that would hurt someone's feelings. I think that's I'm not
Right.
someone who attacks people for like what shit's personal or anything like that. Like my
Okay.
spurging is down to making copy pastas about fake situations and shit like that. Which, if you've ever seen one of my copy pastas, you know the gift and talent that I have. So
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to ask you about this? What is? Was there any talks about? Was Oz yelling about the podcast at all?
yeah,
was-
he'd been saying I'm gonna destroy her and shit like that.
I'm
Apparently
gonna
for 10 minutes
destroy
before I
her on the
joined.
podcast that I'm not gonna go on.
Yeah.
Well, let's say. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're gonna do this. I really don't. But let's say Oz gets back in touch with us, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go, mate."
I can confirm at this exact second Oz is awake.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he DM you?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said he would come on for a part 2 or something, but he hasn't even eaten breakfast or anything right now.
Well, how about you just tell him right now that this is your only chance because we're talking to Dab right now.
Yeah, I said we're
She's
recording
gotta
right
go
now.
soon.
Man, I'm not even trying to vilify the man. Like, I understand that he has problems, and that's not an issue for me. Just don't be drunk in Discord if you can't be normal when you're drunk. That's
What-
all it is.
Do you think you going into that server, Nietzsche server, and debating, or not even debating, but talking to Oz, do you think that ruined it?
No,
Like-
I wasn't. I never told him to or not do it. There's one particular person who ruined it.
Oh.
But the second
I'm
the
gonna write a
second they-
name in the guest chat, and you just give me
Wait,
a yes
don't do
or
that.
no.
No. Oh, wait, you have to.
if the person that you're thinking about, which I think you're thinking about, they caused the debate to exist, I believe, but they're not the person who told it. It was someone else. So there's no way you guys would know. So,
No way we would know. Okay,
No
so
way you
the
would
name
know.
the person I just asked you about is not the person. I just
Well,
DM'd it to you.
yeah, they started the conversation, but they're not the
Okay.
person who.
Okay, so the
stop this
person
from
who
happening.
who stopped it from happening is not even a part of the community. Is that what you're saying?
No, they're not part of the community.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
to the person who's not a part of this community who stopped this debate from happening, thank you, buddy,
Ruining
so
Matt's
much.
content.
I hate you.
bro. Who?
No, he had good intentions. He just didn't understand.
All right.
All right,
It's a
who
step
was
in the right direction.
who told these people about this debate? Was it Oz? What's going on?
Oz.
We kept
Oz.
this debate under wraps. Like, what the fuck?
Oz, the second he left the servers, he immediately went into chat and started. And
Oh.
Nietzsche told him off multiple times, but he just couldn't control himself. And
Whoever
he couldn't
did it-
not talk about it. It's like I never even brought it up once, you know.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
yeah, it's. I think he's still really tilted about the whole thing, but it's so tiny in retrospect, you know.
It is very tiny. It's very irrelevant in the whole situation. I told the whole story. Oz was mad at me for not allowing him into voice chat 3. And then all of a sudden, he just turns on you for some reason.
It's because you brought the example of what he did to me the first time I was in the server. You started it, Matt.
I was using it as an example, yes, but you were one
Shouldn't have done it.
I mean, it's one of many things, but I don't know why it connected with him so quickly.
Because he didn't remember it.
Fair, yeah. I thought he did.
He didn't.
I could have sworn you brought it up on a Tard Court, right?
I did.
And I could have sworn he apologized for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Good.
We had a whole Tard Court about the issue, and he apologized. And I don't hold it against. I never hold that shit against people because, like, I don't really care. And like this, I don't really care about. But he keeps trying. Like, I mean, another issue is he thinks that because I'm blocked, I shouldn't be talking, or I should be in the texts or whatever. I just shouldn't exist. I think that mindset, you know, that it's me or him in the space is really bad because I don't have that mindset.
Right. I think he has a weird viewpoint of this whole thing. I called him a Karen. It's weird how he complains about stuff. It's weird how he felt tilted over not having his own room like Brick did. Like, all those things are just so weird to me. And I feel like sober Oz doesn't care, but drunk Oz does.
Why would Oz get his own room?
So that he can threaten and abuse people, Toxic.
Yeah,
I'm joking. That was a joke.
Yeah, no. The reason Brick has his own room is because Tommy was like, wouldn't it be funny if Brick had his own room? And I was like, yeah, that'd be hilarious. And like, I'm going to fucking do it. And then he made a room. That's really all it was.
Brick is the future. Shout out to Brick.
But Oz, good old Oz. Oz is typing. I don't know what he's saying.
There you go.
Oz has said, I have literally been awake for like half an hour. I haven't had breakfast yet, and Beavers also isn't there. Maybe for a part 2 or something.
This doesn't need a part 2. This is such a tiny issue, man. I haven't had breakfast.
Yeah.
Who the fuck eats breakfast? Breakfast is for pussies.
Whoa. I like breakfast.
Yeah, what do you eat? What's your breakfast?
It depends. Sometimes, a nice little egg wrap. Sometimes you want some cereal. Sometimes maybe just a fruit.
You're telling me
sometimes
you eat
pizza.
You go pizza's not a breakfast food, Toxic.
It doesn't.
You're telling me you fucking make an egg wrap for breakfast.
Yeah, you throw a little hot sauce in there.
This just confirms that Toxic has his life controlled.
I put an egg on a burger today. It was great. Let's see.
Wait, you guys don't do that?
What, eggs on burgers?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's not like a common thing, but
that's common over here.
It's not really like it's not really a tradition, so to speak, but they do sell them, yeah.
This is like our chicken burger debate.
Yeah.
I swear to God. What else, say?
Hey, I admitted that I was wrong. Ride that high a bit, Toxic. Ride that high.
Nice. The concession is there, yes. Congratulations to Toxic for winning a debate with Dab, which is a very hard task from what I've been told.
Dav wins every debate.
Dab just doesn't back down for many of her points.
No.
Yeah.
I've learned that if you just don't concede, you win.
All right, so I think we've finally gotten a no from Oz. So it has. Oz, thank you so much for wasting our time, sir. You promised you'd come on this podcast with Toxic, and now you don't want to after arguing with Dab in a voice chat. So you do you, dude. But
you know what? I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
Hit the button. I'm kicking him.
Kick him.
Fuck out of
Don't do that.
Yeah. Listen. You've got Oz. I'm going to tell you this right now. I hope you're listening. You've got to chill out, dude. You bring so much shit to this server, and it's really fucking annoying. It's annoying dealing with you sometimes because of how ridiculous you can be. And I don't get why you keep doing this. You don't seem to understand that there's a pattern to your behavior, and you don't want to break that pattern. I don't really have any issues with you when it comes to your situation. And I know you're going through some stuff, and I hope those get better. But at some point, you just got to understand that this is just a Discord. and you take this way too seriously. All right, moving on from Oz versus Dav. Let's talk about beavers for a second, Dav. You made a flag, Dav, with all of Beaver's pictures on the flag. 4 pictures, I believe, or 3 on the flag. Now, Beavers has told me he does not recall sending you those pictures. How the fuck did you find those? How the fuck did you find those?
Yeah, Miss Kiwi Farms.
Christmas night, right? I look into my stocking, and out I pull 4 pictures of beavers.
She said stalking, not stocking.
Stocking.
Okay.
Honestly, just someone sent them to me, and you know what? I considered, is it worth potentially getting banned from a server for this funny meme? $15 funny meme. And I was like, you know what? Beavers would find this fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I mean, I'm not going to say who sent them to me because I promised I wouldn't. You know, I keep my word.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think I have a good idea who sent these to you, but I'm not going to say. Because I don't want to start any more shit between that group and you and everybody else. You know, I think we've had a fair enough of drama between everybody, right?
I mean, most of these dramas have been really simple issues. You know, with like Liana and I, it was me telling her, that's fucking weird. Don't do that again. I can tell what you're trying to do, and I will have to get the police involved because my mother should not have to deal with that. And that was all that issue was, and that blew up. And then it was this issue that just blew up way out of proportion with Oz.
Yeah.
So
it starts simple and then it grows and grows and grows and it turns into, you know.
Yeah, it's like cancer.
Else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tumor.
Yeah.
Stage 4 blood cancer. Let's go.
Yeah, it's that RS glory and gold, you know. That's terrible.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Did you have anything you wanted to ask, Dab Toxic?
No.
Okay, cool. Let me ask. I'll ask you one more thing, Dav. You brought up Liana. I don't know if you heard the podcast where we interviewed her.
I watched a little bit of it. I just don't have time to spend like an hour and a half listening to her ramble.
Yeah, I feel you. But she did apologize to you. I don't know how much merit that has for you at this point, but she did apologize to you in grace. And again, like I don't know what you have to think about that or say about that, but I did want to make you aware that there was an apology.
Yeah. It's how do you try and defend those types of actions? Because as a Kiwi farmer, right, and I will say is, yes, I use Kiwi farms, but somehow everyone feels the need and privilege to act like they're on Kiwi farms to me. I just I know when someone has malicious intent around personal questions. I've seen it time and time again. I know exactly what goes on in their little brains, and I don't even think forgiveness is warranted for this, because it's a very straight up issue of, if you had asked me those questions about my own fucking parent, we wouldn't have been there and we wouldn't have had to do all of that. But you didn't. Yeah. You asked other people, thinking as if I would have told other people anything about my parents. Which is a straight up no. If I didn't tell you shit and I haven't told anyone, like, no one knows anything about my fucking parents, then, like, what's the point of fucking asking people? Unless you have a malicious intent.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I think you're right on the money there. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad.
Or maybe
what?
she's just really curious. I don't know.
Or maybe she was, you know, not in the right state of mind. Who knows?
That's fair.
But you know, you have no issues with the straitjacket rule?
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's not my server. I don't control it. Why would I care?
Yeah.
It's such a tiny issue, you know?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all the questions I got. Dab, do you have anything you wanted to say to end it off?
I'm just really mad that the 4th pictures of beavers did not print well on the flag.
That's fair.
The picture contrast this guy was running out of his house was shit. Also, it has the consistency, like the flag texture and the material is like a cum rag material, which made me really mad. Man, I spent $15 on this. I expect quality, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quality.
You gotta pick quality pictures if you want quality flag, alright?
Well, the guy did fucking message me and ask me what it's about, because, like, I don't know if you explained, Matt, but at the bottom it says "Love you, Nana." And he was very
saw that.
yeah, he was very confused about the whole thing. He was like, "What is this?" Like, he actually messaged me. I was like, "What is this?" Like, and everything. I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Inside joke, inside joke." But yeah, it just didn't print very well. No, not a good quality flag. I don't recommend.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Dav, are you still gonna keep it up?
Well, my husband doesn't like it.
I hope he burns it.
my husband put it away. I don't actually know where.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, like my husband. I told my husband about it. He knew about it from day one, and he thought it was funny. But then he saw what beavers look like and decided it wasn't funny anymore. And just for people out there, no, Beavis does not look bad. He just looks like your typical average adult man.
Bullshit. Oh, okay.
So,
well, I think that's all. I think that's all we got, Dav.
Yeah. Have fun, guys.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on, Dav. I'm sorry you didn't get to debate Oz.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been much of a debate. It would have just been him screaming and yelling and me just playing the N-word, because that's just, you can't.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that, because
I wish you would have.
No. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See you
I
later,
thought he was
Dav.
about to say it.
Bye-bye.
And on that note, boys, girls, and every other living creature, that's the end of the podcast. Be sure to like, sub, all that, and comment "Break is the future." Bye.
Bye.